Welcome back to another Summit Sneak Peek. I'm so excited to be joined by one of our esteemed presenters, Kara Laws. Kara, thank you so much for joining us today and for being one of our incredible speakers at the upcoming Get Good at Business Summit.
I am super happy to be here. Thanks for having
Awesome.
me.
So for those of you watching, Kara is speaking at our upcoming Get Good at Business Summit. This is a virtual summit for entrepreneurs happening May 16th and 17th. And Kara is a business educator and best-selling author of the book, Don't Suck at Business. And I love that, Kara, because I feel like we've got a good dichotomy going here. Get good at business, don't suck at business,
I
right?
agree.
Kara has built 6 businesses, sold 4, and still runs 2. She has trained business owners for the entities such as Utah State University, the Women's Business Center, and Small Business Development Centers. Kara has also worked with over 600 business owners and personally coached some to hit over $1 million in revenue. She has created a program and wrote a book to teach business owners how to open a business, how to avoid expensive mistakes, how to start growing, and how to do everything in the right order. Kara's wit and sarcasm that got her in trouble in grade school is what she uses to keep business owners from falling asleep today. And I'm super excited because first off, I know that our attendees are just going to love you. And of course, they're not going to be falling asleep during your session because you are teaching us all about the massive marketing mistakes that we're probably all making, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
in order to help us get good at business, right? You're coming in, you are teaching us and helping us avoid these marketing mistakes. But Kara, I would love to know, obviously you've helped so many business owners. You want to make sure that they don't suck at business. You're teaching the how. How do you go from working with 600 business owners, entrepreneurs, helping them receive millions of dollars in revenue to being able to speak with us today on the massive marketing mistakes that we are all probably making?
Okay. When I started my first business a million years ago, I believed that if I was just good at what I did, the money would come. Like if I was a photographer, if I was a good photographer, people would just come. That's how it should work. It doesn't work that way. If you think that, I'm so sorry, because that was a rude awakening. I was a great photographer. And for the first 5 or 6 years of that business, I struggled a lot. I struggled a lot. When I finally started investing in education, working underneath multi-million dollar business owners and spending some one-on-one time with them, I realized that there is a process and a system to business. And over the years, coaching these businesses and having them have the same issues and sit in my office and have the same issues, I realized that we need the foundation first. We need to talk more about the mistakes that we're making so we can avoid them now, so we can pass on knowledge instead of everyone starting at square one. We should all be starting at like square 10 or 100 because you can avoid these mistakes if you can figure out what people before you did wrong. So that's how that came to be. I really like working with new business owners because they don't cry as much when they realize the problems they've made. Because if we can fix it at the beginning, it's not such a big deal. But if you're 10 years in, we have to start over. That's a really bad day.
Yeah, and 10 years of struggling and making these mistakes versus 10 days or even maybe even 10 weeks of struggling is a totally different mindset there too. I
Yeah,
love that. So
for
in
sure.
your session, you're going to be teaching us the 5 marketing mistakes. And I don't want you to share what those 5 are now because we want our attendees to get those gold nuggets from you in the session. But I would love to know if you have a success story from one of your clients where you helped them avoid or you help them negotiate around or stop making some of the 5 mistakes that you're going to be teaching us about and the results of them no longer making those mistakes.
Sure. So we have a course that goes with that 5 massive marketing mistakes, and it's called Market Like You Matter, which is important to know how to do. You have to market like you matter. A part of that, we have also a 30-day double your income challenge, which is where my success story is my clients like to do this every fall with me. And one of my favorite ones, her name is Holly, and she took it, and within 15 days, she doubled her monthly revenue
Mm.
just by understanding how to put stuff out there different, how to show up different, how to how to just package the stuff so nicely so that people get it and they're saying yes. So within 15 days, she doubled her monthly revenue, hit an all-time high for her, all-time highest revenue of her business ever. So super big deal, tons of fun. I love it.
Yeah. So for those of you watching, okay, here's what I'm interpreting as the takeaways. Okay. So Kara had a client that was making these massive marketing mistakes that she is going to be sharing with us in her upcoming presentation. In 15 days of being aware of these mistakes and taking these challenges that Kara puts forward, she was able to double her, did you say income or revenue?
Revenue.
Revenue, right? Which is huge as business owners. So if you're watching this and you're like, what mistakes am I making in my marketing? And I would love to double my revenue coming into my business. Then the Get Good at Business Summit is for you. And Kara is so awesome. She is one of 20 expert speakers, all dedicated to helping entrepreneurs like you get good at business. But also, if you're like, yeah, I want to make sure that I'm there for Kara's presentation, you want to go to summit.getgoodatbusiness.com. And if you type in Kara's name at checkout, and that is Kara, type in Kara's name at checkout, you can get your tickets for free. So not only do you get to discover those mistakes in your marketing that you probably are making and make some rectifications of that, right? But also you can learn from over 20 other expert speakers, all dedicated to helping you get good at business. So Kara, thank you so much for joining me today. I have to say, I am stoked for your upcoming session. And for those of you watching, you do not want to miss this. So Kara and we're going to see you. So go over to summit.getgoodatbusiness.com, type in Kara's name, get your free ticket, and we will see you at the Get Good at Business Virtual Summit for Entrepreneurs, May 16th and 17th. So Kara, thanks again for joining me, and we will see you at the event.